What's up, gents? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. Welcome, my fellow dirtbags. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're doing an old school goodie. We got Apothecary here. Now, Apothecary took me forever to get. Honestly, he was probably one of the rarest champions that I could find in the beginning of the game because everybody talked about him, everybody wanted him. I did not have him. But if you guys got him and you click on this video, we're going to go over how to gear Apothecary. All right, so we're going to do another guide on him later on, but this is a specific guide on how to gear this guy because there's so many different ways to gear him. We're going to go over my specific way kind of towards late game, but if you're early game, we're going to go over that as well. But first, we start off with the skills just to kind of see where we want to go with this guy. But if you don't know him, very, very popular champion, can be 60, is used in late game, and good almost every single place in raid. So first, we'll go over the skills, then we'll go over what type of gear is going to be good for him. Now, he attacks one enemy 3 times, so this is already good for Fire Knight, great for Clan Boss, early Clan Boss, and also good for any dungeon with War Master, right? So attacks one enemy 3 times, no just increased damage for that based off attack. This one actually heals the target by 35%, ally by 35% HP. This heal cannot be critical, so basically it just heals by 35% of their HP. But it's on a 2-turn cooldown. Like, having a 2-turn cooldown is very rare in this game, and when you get it, especially on a heal, it just heals for so much. Like, it is such a good heal in this game, especially if he's super fast with your Apothecary. So looking at these 2 skills, I'm like, all right, he's mainly a support type champion, and then this one right here, great for PvP, but plays a 30% increased speed on all allies for 2 turns, and fills a turn meter by 15% on a 3-turn cooldown. So literally, he's always doing like the heal and the increased turn meter, and he's doing this like randomly, right? Increases ally defense on all dungeons by 21%, which is great because he's mainly going to be a dungeon almost farmer for you. He'll literally go in every single dungeon. He's even good in Fire Knight, obviously with the 3-hit or A1, but making him super tanky and surviving, being able to heal himself is it's just like a win-win scenario. All right, so looking at these skills, pretty basic and simple skills. But look at how many reviews he has. He's got almost 12,000 reviews because he's so good everywhere in this game. Masteries, again, don't take these masteries if you're kind of early game. If you're early game, you want to go more towards the offensive tree down to Giant Slayer. Just get the 3-hit or A1 to kind of proc it a little bit more. But you also want to go the support tree because you want to make sure that his buffs are lasting a little bit longer with lasting gifts. So extends his buffs potentially by 1 extra turn. So that's also great. You're going to increase his healing as well. So going down the left side of it, he doesn't need any accuracy. No accuracy whatsoever. So you're kind of increasing his HP, increasing his healing potential, and increasing his turn meter. We went defensive route because, again, if you want to go as defensive as possible and get some resistance going, he's going to be good late game Doom Tower, as well as late game dungeons, and even some late game PvP, right? So this is kind of what we went, more of a defensive route and support route. So let's go over what artifacts are going to be good for him. Now, pause with the Relentless gear. We'll go over that in a little bit. But what artifacts is going to be good for Apothecary? If you're looking at this early game, what artifacts are going to be good for him? Anything that's going to increase his HP, his speed, and his defense. Literally all you're looking for. HP, speed, defense. If you want him in Clan Boss, his War Master procs are really how he's going to do damage. That's literally it. You're not going to really build him with attack. You're not going to build him with crit rate. You're not going to build him with crit damage. You're going to build him with speed, defense, and HP. That's it. All right, so HP life set, great for him. Early set defense, great. Speed, 100%. Everybody usually starts off with 3 sets of speed unless you have him specifically for the Clan Boss. If you have him with Clan Boss and you want to go, he's kind of hard to tune, but if you want to just go a speed team in Clan Boss, just go all speed. If he's your arena champion, go all speed. Literally all speed sets all day. Accuracy set, ignore. Crit damage, ignore. Crit rate, ignore. Resistance option if you want to go more PvP defensive route, which again, sometimes I see him in gold 4 arena teams. Lifesteal, probably good for Clan Boss, but that's about it. He does provide the healing for your team, so not necessarily needed if you have enough defense on him. What else is going to be good? Shield set could be good if you want to have him in a shield set for dungeons, because if you just put him with a crap ton of HP and put him in a shield set, he could be your shield set champion. Relentless, that's what we're going with today, so I'll explain the Relentless set in a little bit. What else? Stun set. Not the best on him because it's a random 3 hitter A1, and you're not really going to be using him because he doesn't have a lot of accuracy. So ignore that. Stalwart, not bad for clan boss. All these other ones, Immortal, perfect. So Immortal is very good for him, increases 15% HP, and heals him by 3% every single turn. So it's almost like he doesn't really have to heal himself. Divine Life, great. Divine Speed, great. Resilience, very good. So the Resilience set, the new Resilience is HP and defense. So that's actually a really good set for him. Perception, not so good. It's accuracy. You can kind of ignore that. And that's really it for the new sets. It really is, this is such a good set right here, Resilience. Anything, again, guys, the 3 things he's looking for is speed, HP, and defense. That's literally all it is to build this guy. So Relentless is great for him because you don't really care about anything else. It's literally just having good stats on the Relentless sets. So let's go over what we got. We have, I think these are really good rolls, actually. We got speed, which we can boost that up a little bit. HP with accuracy. Accuracy was a throwaway roll for him because we don't need accuracy. But then we got, I actually changed his gear like 4 or 5 times throughout his whole life of raid. But we have speed, defense, attack, again, not really needed. But we have speed here with defense. And then we have speed here with HP gloves on a Relentless set, which is pretty good. But that speed substat roll was kind of what we were looking for. Defense also as a substat. This is HP. We could go defense. So if you're using him more for like a tank, go with as much defense as possible. With us, we went more HP and defense kind of combined. All right. So we want HP with the chest piece, with defense substat. All these are kind of random. And then speed boots. 100% I would recommend speed boots. We went with defense because we're more of a late game type build, especially with this Relentless set. But the more speed he has, the faster he's going to be able to go. A lot of the times before I did this, I had him in like 40 extra speed. So with that, I mean, we have 16 here, but let's say we have an extra 35 speed. You're looking at 240 speed on Apothecary. All right, so with the Relentless set though, this is funny. If you're a late game, please try him in a Relentless set. It is super fast, super fun. Almost nobody ever dies because he's constantly increasing their speed and healing almost every turn because it's a 2-turn and a 3-turn. So if he does this, he increases speed, increases turn meter. He gets to proc again. He'll heal somebody, and then what if he procs again? And then he'll do this, and then and the next turn he's already increasing their speed and turn meter again, and then he's already healing somebody else again. Like it's so funny when I make the guide on him probably tomorrow. It's so fun how many times he actually procs Relentless because it just goes so many times. These down here are completely up to you if you want to go more HP or defense, just whatever best stat you have. We still have a green ring on him. HP, but defense, we don't need accuracy. So probably go defense with this unless you need more HP. But most of the time you're going to want to go straight defense with maybe HP substat or resistance. And then with him, we went a little bit special route. We went a little bit more resistance for Doom Tower, just to kind of help out with the Frost Spider and I think the Frost Spider, that's really what we use him in. The Frost Spider to kind of heal up our team and boost up our team. But we have resistance with speed, HP, and defense. Now his total stats, let's get into it. We have 54,000 HP because most of his build is HP, and then 2,700 defense. Now if we switch it up, we can go 4,000 or 5,000 defense with maybe 35,000 HP. That would be a good trade. Like 4,000 defense with 35,000 HP is pretty good stats. But 200 plus, I would highly suggest go with 220 plus with the speed with Apothecary if you're not using him for clan boss. Most of the time he's going to be in our dungeon runs. So if you build him with a ton of defense and a little bit of HP but a ton of speed, he's just going to kind of rotate constantly and heal up your entire team and make them a lot faster. All right, so remember, 208 speed actually gets up to 220 with his increased speed and turn meter, so it's not a bad trade, right? So with this, we only got up to 257 resistance. I probably have to re-gear his neck piece just to get a little bit more resistance out of him. We want to get up to 300 to 330 in Doom Tower. So if you're building this type of build, you definitely want to go with 300 plus resistance. And again, accuracy, throw it out the window because we don't need any accuracy whatsoever. All right. So again, those are the sets that I would highly suggest with Apothecary. But if you're having trouble with him, he's definitely worth getting to 60 ASAP, as well as gearing him out with as fast as gear as you possibly can. When I first started, he was actually an all-speed gear in my arena team, and he was right after. Actually, he was probably my fastest person. My main person was the Spirit Host, which gave me speed lead just for the aura. But then he actually boosted the entire team. A lot of times you'll see him in arena as a person next to Arbiter, because if Arbiter goes, boosts up the team, then he goes, boosts up the team again, plus providing increased speed, and then your team basically goes in, debuff, and a nuke. So he's going to be good late game, literally everywhere. I still use him as a late game player in Doom Tower, which is the new content. So when you can have an original OG character like Apothecary used in late game new content, that's when you know you can invest in him at any point in the game. So guys, let me know how you guys built this guy. I definitely love Apothecary still, and literally anybody you put in Relentless set I think is going to be great. Apothecary, it's hilarious. So guys, let me know how you guys built him, what you suggest on what you want to see with him. You guys, my guide is going to be coming out soon, but literally he's good everywhere. So guys, I appreciate it. Click on the video if you haven't subscribed already. Do all the YouTube stuff. But guys, go Dirtbag Nation, and we'll see you in another video soon.